Hey, what's up guys? First and foremost, thank you for clicking on this video. Secondly, this particular video is brought to you by these guys. Let's Get Checked. Let's Get Checked are the world leaders in at-home health testing, covering the US, UK and Ireland. Let's Get Checked covers sexual health, women's health, men's health, wellness, and believe it or not, even the coronavirus. How it works can be broken down into 8 easy steps. Number 1, you order the test. Number 2, the test ships directly to your door the very next day. You can even track the test from dispatch to delivery. Step 3, activate your test with a quick health survey on the Let's Get Checked app. Number 4, collect your sample when it's convenient for you. There's no doctor's appointments or lab queues. This service works around you. Step 5, return the sample for testing using a prepaid shipping label provided. And once again, full tracking is available from door to door. Step 6, and this is an easy one, you wait for your results, usually within 2 days, if not a maximum of 5 business days. Step 7, a physician will review your results and a nurse will contact you to discuss the results and any next steps if necessary. And step number 8, regardless of your treatment plan, your results will always be available in the app, meaning your results and your health are in your hands. So by all means, head down into the description box below, click the link, use discount code JAKE30 for 30% off. Look after yourself guys and enjoy the video. Peace. Sup guys? How are we? And welcome back to another episode of Rugby Player Reacts. I'm your host Jacob McDonald and we have 12 players to go. And we're beginning the 12 players of Christmas with none other than Russell Wilson. I mentioned in the previous video he's a fan favourite, but he's also a channel favourite. He's been a favourite of this channel for years actually. And believe it or not, if you go back in my video library and check out the 2019 version of this video about Russell Wilson, I'm pretty sure he came in at number 25. And I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to spoil the party, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened, but go back to that video and look at the comments section and see just why Russell Wilson became an all-time channel favourite. He's a legend. He knows about rugby. The Seahawks as a team know about rugby. They know about some fundamentals when it comes to tackling, also when it comes to kicking. And I'm sure Russell Wilson has thrown around a rugby ball in his life. So for me, as a rugby player, obviously you can see it in the title, I'm a rugby player reacting to the world of NFL. Russell Wilson, I know that Russ knows that rugby's mean, NFL's mean, and there is room for both sports to be meshed. And that is my only goal. That's been my only goal from the start, is to mesh these two sports that I enjoy immensely, and introduce either sport to either side, you know what I mean? If I speak to someone who's a rugby fan now, I've got information at least, I've got a bit of information, a bit of experience, so I can actually try and, introduce them to the world of NFL, and vice versa. But this video is not about me. Before I go down a rabbit hole too far, I think I've already done it, but look, this video is about Russ Wilson. He's the face of the Seahawks, he is a veteran of the league, and believe it or not, I've even got his jersey on my back. So I believe we are ready. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. And we are going to crack into it. So let's roll the intro and get started.
Number 1 player in the NFL this year on this countdown.
Russell Wilson.
Love you, boy. Let's get it, man.
Not surprising. QB1 to wideout 1. Until Trevor Lawrence shows me something meaningful, this has got to be one of my favourites. One of my 2 favourites. The second would be Tom Brady to Antonio Brown. Don't at me.
One play that stands out that he made that was really memorable?
Probably how fast he threw the ball and hit me in my face.
Russ steps up in the pocket, fires into the end zone. It is incomplete. Oh. I just saw the replay. Could have had a little. Could have had that. It hit Metcalf. Bottom of his face. Man.
Game of inches, isn't it? A couple of inches lower, it would have been right in the hands. A couple of inches higher, he would have got knocked right out.
I told him not doing no more.
I guess he's pretty lucky, to be honest. Lucky he caught him on the chin, not the temple.
It low-key hurt.
It's no surprise
I'm not surprised it hurt.
Draft pick Russell Wilson has a good fastball, but it's his touch on the deep ball that is out of this world.
what a throw. This ball brought down raindrops. It was thrown so high.
Watching one of the nights, I think they called it a moon ball or something they called it.
Moon ball came out of orbit on that one and just drops
That is a tight ass spiral.
in the bucket. It is so good.
And Lockett goes out and catches it. It's easy to forget about Lockett, but he's just as effective as DK, that's for sure. Smaller body, yes, but will to win? No different.
Throws a ball and it about touches the sky.
Did actually experience it. DK actually got a play on me over the top where I was a victim of that deep ball that everybody was talking about. Russell Wilson ball, I think that, it just drops out of the sky.
Perfectly thrown ball by Russ Wilson.
The ball is very, very, very different from a lot of guys' deep ball.
That's interesting. I've never heard that. So what, a lot of guys throw a deep ball 50 yards plus and it's not as high as that. It does just sound like Russell Wilson has some real God-given talent in that arm. He can throw it just a little bit higher, a little bit longer than most. And as an NFL quarterback, well, that's not bad.
I should have put this to the moon.
Opponents of Wilson know to stop him, you have to cross your T's, dot your I's, and that isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3.
I know every time I line up, I'm gonna have to be on my P's and Q's when I'm out there.
You just have to really be locked in and on your because he will get you if you're not. He just can extend plays. I feel like he's the best in the league at doing it.
Chase Young now flushes it
Oh, tell you what, mate. Oh, go Chase. Get him. Get him, boy. Oh, shit. Tell you what. Someone was winning that race and it wasn't Russ Wilson. No wonder he ran out.
And I'm like, this guy, what is he doing? The first game against us and AZ, he kept the zone read, but it was through the C gap. It was a crazy play and we never seen it before.
Magician.
That's right. Go! Block! Block him!
I got shivers. Not sure about you guys, but I am enjoying this immensely. We don't need slow motion. We certainly don't need music. Oh, cue the music. Look, there is one thing I do want to say. I've always thought Russell Wilson would transition, would be a perfect body. 6 foot tall, 100 kilo, can do a bit of everything. We've seen him tackle. We haven't seen him kick, but I'm sure he can. We've seen him throw. He can certainly throw a spiral, in which case, if he gets a rugby ball in his hand, and he practices a bit of technique, I'm sure he can fire at half the field. I'm sure he can fire at about 50 metres, which would be a sight to see, actually. But the man can do a bit of everything. I do firmly believe he could make it in the world of rugby. Will he do it? No. Could he do it? Yes. And actually, come to think of it, last year, I wanted to see what Russell Wilson would do on a rugby field so much that I decided to create a player on a rugby video game as Russell Wilson. And if you want to see how that turned out, go and check out that video. It's back in the library, about a year back. I think it's titled, I Created Russell Wilson as a Rugby Player on Rugby Challenge 3. Not the most popular videos, but certainly some of the most fun.
Fourth down and goal from the 6. Last chance for the Hawks.
4th and goal from the 6. What's happening?
With 20 seconds remaining.
Drops back, goes through his options.
Russell, look out. He's going to fire inside. It's a touchdown! The final drive of the game, led by Russell Wilson. What a game this was.
Come on, man. Gotta love it. Let's go. Let's go. I love you boys, man. Love y'all, man.
I tell you what, I love you too, Russ. I love you too. Anyways, let's look at your stats, mate. Let's finish this video off right. I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't at least read your stats from last year. So let's have a look. Russell Carrington Wilson is the husband of Ciara. No, I'm joking. That comes a bit later, I think. Wilson is married to American R&B singer Ciara. They began dating in early 2015 and announced their engagement on March 11th, 2016. They were married on July 6th, 2016. Their daughter was born on April 28th, 2017. Their son was born on July 23rd, 2020. So we've both got 2 kids. His net worth as of October 2016 is 120 million, and that's where the similarities stop, unfortunately. He played college football at North Carolina State and Wisconsin. Got picked up in round 3 of the 2012 draft. He's been a Seahawk his entire career, and I'm not going to assume, but I'm going to hope that that remains the case for his entire career. He is an 8-time Pro Bowler. He's been in the league 9 seasons. He's made the Pro Bowl 8 times. He runs an elite, as far as quarterbacks are concerned, 4.55 second 40-yard dash. Vertical jump, 34 inches. Broad jump, 9'10". Wonderlic, 28. Now, as far as his 2020 stats are concerned, 16 games, 12-4 as a record, bringing his career total in regular season games to 98, 45, and 1. Last year, he threw for 4,212 yards, threw 40 touchdowns to 13 interceptions, for an average QB rating of 105.1. Rushed 83 times, at an average of 6.2 yards per attempt, which is up there with the best of the running backs, and totaled 513 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He got sacked 47 times in the year, but only lost 300 yards. So that's about 6.1, 6.2 yards per sack. So what that says to me is that when the play goes to shit, he shuts it down. Doesn't make it any worse than what it already is. Now, when we look at postseason statistics, there's not many players out there. You know, you'll do well to see a player that's been in the postseason that many times. He's only missed out once in 2017. They made the postseason last year, unfortunately lost. He didn't play well, to be honest. 11 of 27 for a total of 174 passing yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Quarterback rating of 72.1, which is actually his worst in playoff history. Anyways, Russ, you're still in the top 12, and that, my friends, is nothing to stick your nose up at. So best of luck for the coming season. I'll be repping your jersey when and where I can, unless you're coming up against my Jags, mate. And I'd probably back the Bucks over the Seahawks too. But as far as any other teams are concerned, Seahawks got to be up there. And one of the main reasons is because of the punter, Michael Big Balls Dixon. And I tell you what, it's only a matter of time until we see a punter on this list. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Mike. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Russ, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.